In this video, I will control you. What? In this video, I will show you how to control the Zcam E2F6 with the Ninja V. That's it. So this video is not sponsored by anyone. I had to pay everything by my own money, except for the Ninja V. A good friend gave it to me for 1 week, and but I paid him with good food and tons of coffee. Anyways, so finally there it is, a ProRes RAW recorder and a touchscreen camera control feature in one. I will talk about how to set it up, the workflow, ProRes RAW, and the pros and the cons during this week. Let's take a closer look. To connect the Ninja V and the Zcam, you need the latest firmware. And before you connect the cable, you have to make sure to set the input HDMI to Zcam and plug the HDMI cable off and back in. Then set remote to camera control. It will not work with a standard remote cable. You need a special Atomos USB to serial calibration cable. The cable is about 2 meters long and has no USB-C. You need an adapter to plug it into the Zcam's USB-C port. Now watch carefully to plug it in with the right side. Now you can turn on the camera and the Ninja V. Then you plug in the cable and a camera symbol appears. If it doesn't appear, check the Ninja remote setting, restart everything while the cable is plugged in. And there it is. You are able to control aperture, shutter, electronic ND, ISO, white balance, and even the menu. To control it, you have to tap once to activate and then tap right or left to go in that direction. So as you can see, it takes the same amount of tapping as on the Zcam menu. So in the end, it has the same workflow speed. There are small up and down buttons to navigate through the menu, but you can't click directly on the icons. So there are still the same amount of tapping to get where you want. The touchscreen reacts very fast and there is no delay, but the control errors are tiny and very close to each other. So it happens several times that I tap on the wrong side. This could be a hassle on projects where every second counts and where you can't make another take. To have a much faster workflow, it would be nice to have the same settings like in the Zcam app, where you push once and then slide to the setting you wanna have. A cool thing what comes with the camera control is that you still have the shortcuts to false color, peaking, zebra, and all other assistants. Beside the camera control feature, the USB-C port is blocked now. That means you can't record H.265 with an external SSD anymore. But you can record internally H.265 and ProRes when you want to use the recorder just as a monitor. Or just go for ProRes RAW on the Ninja V. Now your Zcam is able to have a 12-bit RAW camera setup with touchscreen control. Just activate the ProRes RAW feature on the Ninja V by confirming and following the steps on the screen. And activate RAW over HDMI on the Zcam. You have now 3 resolutions: 16:9, 6K full frame up to 30 frames per second, Cinema 4K with APS-C crop up to 50 frames per second, and 16:9 4K with APS-C crop up to 60 frames per second. There is no full frame slow motion or anamorphic mode. And there is one weird thing. If you want to record 6K or 4K with at least 50 frames per second, a kangaroo symbol appears on the Ninja V. That means a frame drop happens. I tried different HDMI cables and even an 8K HDMI cable, but there are still frame drops. Okay, so this frame drop sounds a little bit like a software issue for me. If you don't have this problem with your Zcam, please write it in the comments. Maybe there's a way to prevent it, or maybe it's just the E2F6, I don't know. If Zcam is watching this, please fix this with the next firmware update and send the kangaroo back to just fix the frame drop. The long camera control cable is not the nicest one. But there will be a shorter one with USB-C and it is now for pre-order. So there is a little bit time to get this. And during this time, Zcam and Atomos, if you're watching this, have another talk everything through, and for sure you will find a nice solution to speed up the camera control workflow for the next firmware update. Anyways, camera equipment is constantly evolving. There will be always a better one, a faster one, more dynamic range, a better RAW. So just go for it for now. Whatever it is in your mind, because you can't make any mistakes or wrong decisions in camera equipment, because you will always improvise, adapt, and make progress to get the most epic videos. So just go for it, learn from it, and laugh about it, and subscribe this channel, and like and share this video. And if you have any questions, leave it below, and have a great day, and don't overthink it.